Well. What it do, people? What it do? This your boy, Six Man Kstylzz with Mad Mike Sports, and this is your Monday rendition of Kicking It with Kstylzz. If you don't know, now you know, and you know before we always do a show, Mike, what do we always give them?
The real
Roll call. And you know how we do that here? Like I said, if you knew, you gonna find out. Like I said, we gonna give the shout outs here. We got Kawil Tyler, we got Joseph Thornton, we got Marquise Shasheri, we got Elijah Cummings, we got YMOF Jamal, we got Brian Peoples, we got Asia Green, we got Prove It, we got Devon Stanford, Tavon Watkins, and we got Denzel Greer. Man, I know. Hey, look, my homie just popped in on here. Let's get it, GA. He on the damn thing today. What's going on, everybody? A1 Colossal, they call me Easy. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Want to know how everybody's day been today? I think we should go ahead and get right to the point. As y'all saw, the title of this video is, let me go ahead and put the banner up so y'all can see it. Can the Falcons turn things around after two piss poor performances? What do this team have to do to turn it around? Mike, I know you want to go ahead and start on that and see what you got for us.
Well, I think it's simple. First of all, that fat ass, what the hell, number 28, his ass got to do something. You fat crap. You got to do something. That's it. That fat piece of nothing has to be, and I don't want to hear nothing about being more aggressive because y'all don't even know what the hell aggressive means. Aggressive means stupid. That's just basically what aggressive means. Do some dumb shit at the wrong time or the right time. That's what aggressive means. But that damn Mike Davis, that number 28, that motherfucker got to he got to rush for more than 30 fucking yards in the damn game. Let's just be real. That's where it's gonna start. If the Falcons gonna get anything, if they're gonna get back on the road, that motherfucker right there he has to rush more than 1 fucking yard, okay? That just look like he you see Kstylzz, what he doing, he laughing to keep from crying. That's how fucking sad this is. How the hell are you the number 1 starter? You RB1, and this motherfucker rushed for 1 yard. Excuse my language, but I can do that shit with my broke ass leg. I can do that shit. Run for 1 yard, bro. This is what we doing.
Oh man.
That's how the Falcons. They got to get a running game. In layman's terms, simple as I possibly can, they just got to get a running game going. They get a running game going, everything will be much, much more fluid. Everything will be much more different because now you're not putting so much pressure on guys like young guys. And let's just, I want to address this too. And let's just get off these young guys on the line. All right, let's just go down the line. Forget Jake Matthews because I think Jake is obviously one of the better tackles in the league. But you started at left guard. This guy's a rookie. This is literally his 10th game of the season. Hennessy, who started maybe 2 or 3 games last year, so he has 13 games on his belt. Chris Lindstrom maybe have less. He probably have not even 2 years on his belt as a starter. He missed pretty much a lot of last year. So got Caleb McGarry, missed a lot of time himself. So these guys are young. They barely have 2 years in experience. So let's just be real, man. Like these guys are still young. They still got a ways to go. and learning most of the NFL. A lot of these guys they haven't even seen yet. That's offensive line. This is their first time playing against a lot of these guys, so they haven't seen it. So let's give them a break. I know that shit was horrible, but give them a break because a lot of these guys have never played before.
Oh man. Like I said, it's gonna come down to the mental side of the game. I don't know if a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people done kind of peeped it, but like I said, these last two games, the Falcons have got outscored 68-3. This sounds like a mental issue that's going on right now, as far as everybody kind of being on the same page. I don't know what's going on, but just like Mike said, we called him, and like I said, our main one, I did a video and I was hyping him up too, and that video didn't age well. I done got that from a lot of people, but yeah, we called Mike Davis the UPS truck because we saw him running folks over. Now he's the Lego man right now because he take one step and he falling down, but it's just gonna come down to, like I said, we got to get the balance back. We got Quadri Olison. He ran well the last game. Like I said, I want to see more Wayne Gallman. Like I said, if Cordero Patterson can't come play this game, which I think he might, but if he's not, we got to get that balance back. Because at the end of the day, Matt Ryan got his ass killed the last two games. The last game, wide receivers were literally running into each other. Like everything that just went bad, anything that just went bad. But the crazy thing about it is we're still in the playoff race, regardless of all this bad stuff that's happening. So that's letting you know really how bad the NFL has been this year in general. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of mental errors, a lot of mental mistakes. Like I said, it's the players, it's the coaches, and situational football just ain't been the right thing right now. But they have an opportunity to do it because, like I said, this ain't the next 7 games is not going to be easy, but they could be manageable if you play your brand of football.
Somebody need a hug, man. He need a hug. Need attention. Bad.
Who needs a hug?
Hug. They do spamming the comments just to.
Oh, talking about Jonathan Taylor. Oh boy, ain't no way in hell they ain't giving up Jonathan Taylor. That dude almost averaging 2-3 touchdowns a game. They ain't getting rid of that. That boy about to get paid.
Well, they swear this is a Madden game. Like y'all be suggesting stuff. There ain't no way in hell. What's wrong with you? Why would you even suggest that? Go for something that you can get. You know what I'm saying? Go get your $40 prostitute. You can get that.
Yeah, but the only way you're gonna be able to pull a damn deal off like that, it's called no chance in hell. Let's keep it real on that. But and like I said, Jonathan Taylor's having a hell of a season. About all the offense they got over there, so they don't need to run his damn carries up like that.
And you know that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. And that always it never fails. It never fails. But yeah, I would like to see more Quadri Olison. Like I said, let Quadri Olison, let Wayne Gallman run the ball. Like I said, Mike Davis has not proven to be a guy that we saw in Carolina. But I think the issue with Mike Davis is because he was backing up Christian McCaffrey, there was no expectation. coming to Atlanta, we expected to see the bowling ball, the guy running people over. And we're not seeing that, and that's where all the disappointment is coming in at.
I don't even expect that. I just want the one to get more than 2 yards.
Right.
I don't expect anything big. Catch the ball, get more than 2 yards, and like that's really it. So that's my thing. Like maybe there is, extra, some. I think a lot of it had to do is, you may be right as far as the expectations is concerned, but for whatever reason, it's like I think some people when they see other guys um, succeeding, they tend to try to overdo it. Like I would really think that maybe it. It's like he's just trying to do too much. We don't need you to do too much. We don't need you to get a home run play. We just need you to be a running back. You can get more than 2 yards. That's really it. If you can get more than 2 yards a carry, we good. That's a good average. 3 to 4 yards a carry, that's good. That's all you asking for. We don't ask you to hit a home run. We don't ask you to go for 70 yards. We just ask you to get more than 30 yards in the game.
And I kind of agree with Let's Get It here. He was talking about he coached football. Yeah, there's only so much blame you can dish out to coaches, but at the end of the day, the players have got to perform as well. And I totally agree with that. But like you said, but you got some coaches out here that put players in bad positions. But when you got coaches that's putting guys in positions to where they can somewhat succeed and they're not doing it, it's just one of those cases where is it going to be time for you to get rid of some of his carries and give it to somebody else? Hell, I'd rather see Keith Smith running the ball right now.
I really would. Because at least we know he's going to get more than 2 yards.
Right. Exactly. And we got a question right here. Kstylzz says, so say we can't turn around. Where do you think the Falcons will go next? Strengthen up the defense or the O-line? Yeah. You got to strengthen that defense up. At the end of the day, you got to strengthen up the trenches. Both sides. Either way. Well, the offensive line, like I said, you still got about another year worth of them left. So you can see what you got in them. But I strengthen that defensive line up.
I mean, they're young talent. They're young talented guys. Caleb McGear was, I think he was scouted to be at the least a bottom first rounder, second round, somewhere in there. He was scouted to be. You look at Hennessy. He was supposed to be, a second to fourth round pick. Lindstrom obviously was supposed to be a top 10 guard, and the same thing for Jake Matthews and then Mayfield. Mayfield was suggested to be a second to mid round pick. So those guys are talented. So it's not a matter of talented and getting talented guys in there. They are talented, but like you said, not everybody is going to get it at the same time. Not every, especially at the offensive line position, it takes a lot of time because, like I said, you're seeing a lot of different types of blitzes now. You're seeing delayed blitzes. You're seeing guys who are, running 4-2, 4-3 at linebacker like Deion Jones. A lot of these guys are already, these guys are going up against supreme athletes. So it's going to take them a long time to kind of get, the styles of defense. So that's what you're seeing right now, man. It just takes time, all right? And I know a lot of people ain't trying to hear that. You went to a Super Bowl in 2017, like everybody ain't trying to hear that. But it's going to take patience for players to develop, all right? Even Khalil Mack, he was an elite pass rusher until his second or third year, all right? He was a good pass rusher his rookie year, but for the most part, it took him about that third year to really become an elite pass rusher. So it takes time, right? Even Matt Ryan, I think Matt Ryan, even Peyton Manning, those guys didn't develop a quarterback until like their third or fourth year. The same thing with Drew Brees. I think it took him like his fifth year or something like that to like really become a top level quarterback. So it's patience, man.
Yeah. Hey, we got Noah Tyndale in here. We also had J Rock in the building as well, and Miss Maggie T. Y'all make sure y'all show them all some love. Austin Magenti, he says that we need to start doing the grits blitz every play on D. I'm gonna tell you right now, the grits blitz ain't working in today's NFL. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna work in today's NFL. You got too many people throwing bubble screens, and the screen game is too it's too ingrained in a lot of playbooks, and that was the one thing about the grits blitz. Even though it did its damn thing, the one thing that hurt the grits blitz was passes out the backfield in the screen game. You can't blitz every play. You just have to pick the right situations to blitz, and you got to have the guys that's going to get there. Because you can throw a lot of blitzes in there, but if you got guys that can't get home, shoot, you just leaving everybody out to dry. But let's go ahead. What you got?
Just saying, Paul Mack, what's up?
Okay, got Paul Mack in the building. Ty Bonds. Let's see. Yeah, just like people say, you can't blitz every play. Hell no. Blitz every play. You think defense played bad to let? Nah, it ain't gonna work. But at the end of the day, Falcons defense, they just have to tackle. They gotta tackle. They gotta make plays. They gotta tackle. They gotta get to the quarterback, and when interceptions come up, they gotta take advantage of them. And we're gonna get shots out to Blackheart for the $5. Holla, holla, holla. Super chat. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people were looking at Jordan Davis and stuff like that. See, I didn't know he was like 26. They said he might end up being 27.
26, man. Come on. Ain't no way that man on 26. You gonna let the man? Yeah, that. Come on, stop.
But we got another $5 super chat. Let's get a GA with the $5.
I don't know how rumors get started like that. You know, age 2 years or something.
Let's get a GA. He said Dante Fowler is prime example. He's being paid like an elite pass rusher, and he's not performing since he's been there. That's just being real. What'd you feel about that, Mike? Oh no, it said Jordan Davis.
Come on, bro. That dude's not 26.
No, he's 20. He's 26, bro.
That dude ain't 26.
He's 26, bro.
That dude ain't no 26. That man, you telling me that man was 20 years old when he graduated high school? Stop, bro. Like, stop. Like, y'all.
Bro, he was born in 1995, bro.
That man ain't no 26, bro. Ain't no way, okay? I don't give a damn what none of y'all saying. That man ain't not no 26, bro. How the hell you 26 still at college? Come on, bro, stop.
Didn't he get hurt or something? Didn't he get hurt for a couple?
His freshman year, bro.
Yeah, Oh, look, I don't know, but anyway, like I said, getting back to let's get it, GA. Like he said, yeah, that's the case. Like I said, he's not getting home.
Yeah, look, man, he's just been another one of them TD. Whether it's Oh my God! This whether it's free agency or the draft, that dude just can't. They just he can't get anything. He can't get anything right, and you can't just put it on him because that was obviously Dan Quinn guy, and he got that wrong. Like, come on, like those guys have just been absolutely atrocious with defensive linemen, and
Right. Yeah.
I just got it. Like, I don't know who said that, but he was just talking about at some point. I think it was Let's Get the GA. He pretty much said that at some point you just got to look at the players. We can't keep blaming the coaching for them when you see guys just not getting home. They're not making any plays. Like it's only so much you can call as a defensive coach, offensive coach. Like
right.
you gotta make a play. And Dante ain't making no plays. He's literally not making any plays.
He is non-existent. But yeah, Blackheart came with another $5 super chat. $5. Holla. He said, sorry, first was about to show some love. I'm good with us paying people, but better not give out any contracts like we used to or like Taysom. And we're gonna get into that later. For a lot of people that might not know what happened, we're finna get into that later. But before we do that, let's get to my other topic. I got another topic I want to talk about. Says Calvin Ridley is eligible to return, but according to Arthur Smith, the status is unknown. How you feel about that, Mike? And I want to ask the people in the chat, how do y'all feel about that?
First of all, I want to know if anybody saw my tweet earlier. Just say yes if you saw my tweet earlier. I just want to see something. I just need to see somebody, at least one person, said if they saw my tweet earlier. All right, Atlanta Nation said he saw it. So basically, what I said, this is not good news whatsoever. Okay, well, Adam Schefter, this dude can get Jesus' birth certificate. And you tell me he ain't got any information on what's going on with Calvin Ridley. That's not a good sign. It's either two things. The Falcons don't want anything to get out, and they sick and tired of it. They don't want to speak on it. They moved on from it. Or Calvin Ridley, hasn't had any, and I'm talking about any contact with the team. This ain't good, bro. That ain't good. So, to be honest, I hope he don't come back. I don't want him back. I don't like at this point. You see a team, we haven't seen a tweet. We haven't heard. Man, you know what? I've been getting myself together. I apologize if I did this, and I'm in rehab or I'm in therapy. Like, we haven't heard anything. Again, not that it's any of our business, but when you're a professional athlete and you taking people money, like, let's be real, he took a lot of people money for buying them jerseys. All right, buying the jerseys for him, thinking that you're gonna see Calvin Ridley on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people depending on him, and we're not getting anything. So this ain't a good sign at all. This not a good sign for anybody who think that Calvin Ridley is gonna be here. And the language that Arthur said, he was like, I don't know anything. We just gonna, take it day by day. It's like, I just didn't like the language. The language to me said, I don't really give a damn. We got to do what we got to do. That's what the language said to me. All right. It may have said something different to you guys, but I didn't like the language.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to speak on nobody's mental issues and stuff like that. But like I said, when you're looking at the public perception of things, like it's not really a good situation. Only because it they signed his 5th-year option, so he's still guaranteed money next season.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, like you said, since nobody really has information on what's really going on, or like you said, the Falcons might not want to disclose any of that. It's a tough situation, and like you said, and I think you can kind of tell on the field that
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are affected by it because,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, at the end of the day, he was a captain on this team. So when they
Mm-hmm.
look at you're a captain and going down a situation like that, that's kind of demoralizing for that group. And you kind of see it in their play. Is like they can't get open. They don't know. So they don't know some of the depths of their routes and what they need to run. And it's really putting a lot of strain on not only Kyle Pitts, but it's kind of putting a strain on Matt, not even just Matt Ryan, just the whole offense in general. But we see how that plays out. Like I said, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
And let me just say this. So what? Mike, is this hard-hearted energy that you're portraying. So what? Men got to do what men got to do. So what? You got responsibilities, bro. At the end of the day, as a man, when you sign a contract to play a sport, to sign up for a job, when you have a kid, you have obligations that you have to live up to. You can't always say, "Oh, I'm depressed today," and like the world stops. That's not how it works, bro. That's just real. This is real life. Sometimes when stuff happens to you, you gotta find a way to fight through it. You can't sit back and cry, sit on the couch and cry because you're not having a good day, you're not having a good week. So at the end of the day, do I want anything bad to happen to Kevin? Of course not. But this is what women do. When things get hard, you can't stop your life and start crying. Sit on the couch and start crying because I'm not having my way or I'm not having a good day. You got to find a way to get through it. Whether that's therapy for whatever. But at the end of the day, when you talk about your kids still got to eat. You can't say I'm not going to work anymore because I'm depressed. Your kid ain't gonna understand that when her or his stomach is growling at night. Oh, I'm depressed. That's just life, bro. And other people are dependent on Calvin. That's the biggest issue. That's the biggest thing that I think a lot of people are missing out. Players are dependent on him. Matt Ryan is dependent on him. OZ is dependent on him. Marvin Hall. A lot of these guys are dependent on Calvin Ridley. So you can't make selfish decisions based on how you feel. If that was the case, you should have done the right thing in the beginning, in the very beginning, say, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. Not wait to the day of and say, all right, it's a game and saying, bro, I can't do it. That's not the responsible way of doing it. So what if this is a hard-hearted entity? As a man, as a woman, you got to do what you got to do. Find a way to get through
Right, right. So, and it's kind of what Blackheart says. I feel bad for him, but on the real, if you was in a traditional business, you get let go for not showing up. And that's kind of where Mike is going with it because
it.
like when it comes to certain businesses and stuff like that, yeah, if you're under an employer and like I said, then it'd be understandable if you
Mm-hmm.
like put some vacation in or something like that
Mm-hmm.
to take a break.
Right.
But some businesses don't give a damn about stuff like that. It's really how it go down. Um Let's see. Seahorn here says, "Yeah, this is a different era now. If a player is having any sort of issue, he's encouraged to set out." I think the main reason why is a lot of people are dealing with mental issues, and that's kind of stuff that kind of affects people's way of thinking. It affects people's emotions. So, like I said, that's why they encourage to sit things out.
Get
But
yourself together. Yeah,
you
get
gotta
yourself together. I'm totally with that. You got to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? But you still, at the end of the day, he's still a leader, and that's what Kstylzz was saying. He's a captain.
You're a captain.
You can't. What do you guys? What would happen if Arthur Smith decided today? Oh, he's depressed. He's not gonna. He's not gonna coach the game. What y'all to say then? Come on, bro. If Arthur Smith woke up one day and just said, "I'm depressed. I need 3 weeks off," what would you guys say? Let's be real.
Remember Bobby Petrino? You know how these folk would feel. We done went through the Bobby Petrino thing. We know how these folk feel. Yeah. Hold on. Maurice Amy said, "Do you believe that they kept Ridley in here because Julio wanted the trade?" No, I think I wouldn't say that. I say they drafted Kyle Pitts because Julio. This is my personal opinion. I think they drafted Kyle Pitts because Julio wanted out, and they needed an insurance policy. Because remember, the Kyle Pitts to Atlanta thing didn't really come out until Julio wanted out. That's when they started pushing the Kyle Pitts to Atlanta thing. And I think that's why they drafted Kyle Pitts, because they needed an insurance policy, because if Julio won't out, and then they have to see what Ridley is about. You kill two birds with one stone. So, oh man, yeah, that's some serious topics, right? That's a serious topic right there. But yeah, but we have to remember we live in an age where the average person doesn't give a damn about somebody's personal issues. So you can call it hard energy or non-compassionate, but there's a lot of people that don't give a damn about folks' mental health. Yeah. So, oh man, that kind of got a little deep there. Let's go and read a few of these little comments. Let's get a few of these comments here. Like I said, Seahorn said, "I think Calvin's situation is real, unlike Ben Simmons. Man, Ben Simmons he just don't want nothing to do with Philadelphia because that's all that is. Like I said, yo, you got your coach and your teammates throwing your ass on the bus, even though you ain't performing up to par. That's a whole different thing." Andrew G said, "I've dealt with mental issues my whole life, but I have a family and I just can't take time off because I have issues. My family depends on me." So yeah, Calvin is selfish. He also got a family too. So like I said, it's a sensitive subject. It's yes, no, it's he should, he shouldn't.
It's yes and no. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's yes and no. Yes, he's being selfish, and no, he isn't being selfish. All right. But at the end of the day, it becomes a matter of if he really feels that he can't get himself together and play football. I just gotta have my opinion. We're all, do our opinion, but it doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It doesn't mean that he's wrong. We both can be right.
Right. But
that man,
left like a thief in the night. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't say night. Didn't pass go. Didn't pull it to it. And you know what the sad thing about it was? Bobby Petrino had a history of doing that, and they still hired him. The real reason why they brought in Bobby Petrino because they wanted somebody that could take Michael Vick as a quarterback to the next level. And when all that thing happened with Michael Vick, Bobby Petrino said, "Man, I ain't come here for this. I ain't come here for Joey Harrington. I came here for Vick."
And honestly, I think that could have worked. I thought they would have trailblazed the NFL because everybody know. If I'm not mistaken, Bobby Petrino didn't he coach Lamar Jackson? If I'm not mistaken.
No. He was in Arkansas when Lamar Jackson was at. He had Brian Brom and them. I think he had like Brian Brom and Lamar Jackson wasn't at Louisville at that time. They had some other quarterback. I can't remember.
I know it was a mobile quarterback though.
Because what their offense is, it was like I said at that time that was because Bobby Petrino was running a lot of the spread option in Louisville.
Who was that?
And oh yeah, go ahead, Mike. Keep talking. I'm finna look this up my damn self.
Yeah, because I'm almost positive it was. I do remember him with a mobile quarterback at some point, but I don't know exactly what year that was. Was it Teddy Bridgewater?
He did. Teddy Bridgewater. I think it was Teddy Bridgewater.
And he said he did coach Lamar. I believe he did coach Lamar.
So that must have been Lamar's.
I think it's like his freshman year or something like that.
Okay, yeah, he did coach Lamar. But yeah, he had a history of doing it.
He won the Heisman under Bobby Petrino. So
okay.
I really believe that would have worked under Bobby Petrino. But like I said, when coaches like the thing is with him, like he could have. I mean, it would have worked. I really believe that he would have, set the league on fire had he and Mike Vick worked together. But we didn't get a chance to see that. And, I think we end up selling. Did we settle for what dude name? Damn it.
I think
Jim Moore. I think we ended up getting Jim Moore.
No, Jim Moore was before that. They fired. Yeah, because Jim Moore got fired because he wanted to.
And we brought in.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He brought in Mike Smith after that. So yeah, you're right.
So let me see, Louisville. Yeah, so he did coach Lamar, but let me see, around 2006. I think 2006, they went 12-1. Okay, I don't want the ad. I don't give a damn about the ad. Yeah, they had Brian Brom. And it was like you said, it was kind of like that spread offense, like they said, but it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker left a note under the kitchen sink and told y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm out of this mother.
Exactly. But y'all make sure y'all leave some more super chats if you got them. If you don't,
just questions and whatnot.
And you hit the Atlanta Falcon Nation Cash app too. Miss Maggie T gonna haunt you in your dreams if you don't. she gonna strip tease for y'all. But for real, yeah. Let's go ahead and get to the one more topic before we get to the Q&A. And I think, are y'all ready for this? I'm gonna ask the people in the chat. Are y'all ready for the next topic? Are y'all ready for the next topic? All right, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. I don't know if anybody paid attention to the NFL news today, but yeah, y'all see the topic. The quote unquote hybrid contract that nobody knows what the hell is this is.
Hold on. Let me say this before I forget. All right, let me address, and I'm glad he did this because this has really been pissing me off. This is the stupidest shit I've heard. I'm sorry, but it's not. I've been saying this dumb shit all over. And I really mean this. All right, the cap is a lie. It's just it's really stupid. Okay. All right. Let me tell you why this is probably the dumbest quote. And Vlad, I love you to death. You know I love you, bro. But this shit is so dumb. This is really the stupidest shit. Um, the cap is not a lie. Okay. You can decide that you want to spend $300 million in a year, but guess what? The NFL actually has penalties for doing so. If you don't get under the cap each year, they can take draft picks from you. They can fine you and take draft picks if they see fit. Okay. Furthermore, if you decide that you don't want to follow the rules with the salary cap, you can actually lose your team if you continue to do so. So the cap, yeah, you can decide. Yeah, you can decide that you just not gonna deal with it, but there's consequences. All right, there are consequences to not following the rules. All right, and one of the things that a lot of teams are doing now, these guys are still under the salary cap. Okay, so when you see Philadelphia, oh, not Philadelphia, but yeah, even Philadelphia, they made some moves. They made a couple contracts. They got the Rams, for example. That everybody feels as though that like they aren't following the salary cap. That's not true, because even when they got Odell Beckham, Cleveland took on his entire salary, so they're not paying anything. They're barely paying $600,000 to have him on the roster. So the salary cap, okay, the salary cap is very real. All right, but it can be manipulated, and that's what we're trying to say. So it's not that it's a lie. Okay, try it if you want. You can lose your franchise. You can legitimately lose your franchise if you decide that you don't want to.
Right.
So I just we gotta stop that. Okay.
Right. Okay. So a Seek post said, didn't he sign an extension last year? No, he actually signed an extension before the draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 4-year, $140 million all voidable year contract, which we've never heard about. But
yeah,
that sounded weird to me.
Yeah.
But,
let me clear this up, Vlad. I know you didn't say that, but I've been seeing that from a lot of people, and it's just been irritating me.
But yeah, it's kind of one of those weird situations. So if a lot of people don't know, and we got Utah Sports in the chat, make sure y'all show him some love in here too. But for what a lot of y'all don't know, what this hybrid contract is, it's a 4-year contract, and Noah said it up here. Hold on, let me put Noah up here so I can. God damn it. I just had, but yeah, Noah basically said it's a contract that could be worth anywhere between $40 million and $95 million based on the percentages of snaps he plays at a certain position. Mm-hmm. Which is a $22 million guaranteed. $22 million guaranteed. Now, I know this is a Falcon content channel, and we're talking about a Saints player, but we not so much talking about the player. We're talking about this contract, because this is some of the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. Because I'm looking at it. They talking about he would have had. It's talking about If he remains in his current role as a hybrid tight end / receiver while playing heavy minutes on special teams, he will make $10 million per year. If he wins the starting quarterback job and plays well enough to stay on top of the depth chart, he can earn up to $23.7 million per season. So it's like, and the other thing somebody else here said is, at the role he's playing right now, he is scheduled to make $40 million as a, I think it said base salary. But if he wins the quarterback spot, that's an extra $55 million.
Come on, bro. You a guinea pig. Well, you a
But like I said, the reason why we're talking about this is because this could lead to some very, very interesting stuff that can happen in the next couple of years, especially with guys that are that were like athlete. Well, a lot of people might not know about high school's athletics is you have guys that are specified as athletes, which means they don't have no positions. You put them wherever they are. They play multiple positions. Now, if this is a situation where this could lead into down the line, we don't know, but down the line, you got guys coming out of these drafts and talking about, man, bro, nah, I'm not a wide receiver. I'm an athlete. I play multiple positions.
James Cook.
Yeah. And they'll be looking for contracts like this. And it come down to like, bro? Huh? So my question is to y'all in the chat, and you might, does this sound like something that could lead down into a bad trend as far as the way coaches will use certain players that are multifaceted?
I think this is the stupidest contract. That this is so dumb. You giving the coaches way too much power. They gonna sit your ass on the bench for a stub toe. Your grandma called you. We gonna sit you on the bench because your grandma worried about it. This. Is just this gives the head coach so much power to just do whatever he wants with you. If he doesn't want to pay you $15, $20 million, he gonna put your ass at punter. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like whatever's in the contract. If they don't want to pay you as a quarterback, they're gonna say, guess what?
You ain't playing quarterback.
We're gonna draft a quarterback. So the quarterback that we drafted, we're gonna put him at quarterback to get him to get him better suited. So this is a dangerous contract for players. And now on the other hand, I know a lot of people say, but he's getting paid $20 million. $20 million. But the thing is that not everybody in the NFL is as talented as him. So when they sign contracts like that, it makes it dangerous because guess what? If a guy, let's just say for CP is not a running back, all right? Can he play the position? Can he make some plays out of that position? Absolutely. But he's a receiver. So he makes his bones, as a receiver. So if you decide that I don't want to pay him receiver money and the receiving contract is $15 million versus the running back at his tenure, let's just say $5 million or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He rushed for, 500, less than 500 yards. A lot of running backs get paid depending on how many yards. So if they sign him, as a hybrid player, and the contract is for if the contract for the position for wide receiver is 15 versus the 5 or running back, come on, bro. You already know what the coach is gonna do. They're gonna say, I don't need you to play wide receiver today. We need you to be the running back. It gives them the power to manipulate, and I just think it's the goofiest contract, and I just cannot believe he fell for it.
See, but the biggest difference between, like I said, Cordero Patterson, Kyle Pitts, and what Taysom Hill is, the reason why it is hybrid for them and is really hybrid for him is because he plays running back, he plays wide receiver, he plays special team, he plays quarterback, tight end. So he plays literally 5-6 positions. See, like I said, a guy like Cordero Patterson, he's really only specialized in 2 positions. Because they're not going to really count a punt returner like that. But if you're talking about as far as position, you're looking at wide receiver, running back. Kyle Pitts, tight end, wide receiver.
Man, y'all tripping now, man.
So if a punter throws a pass, he's a hybrid.
He's a hybrid. What you go throw it? Like, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, the coach is going to do so much with that, bro. Like, they going to take full advantage of this.
Yeah, because looking at this thing, okay, so by looking at this is it says that this structure could be it is a lot of incentives, and it says he could get a $500,000 bonus for every game he plays upwards to 50% snaps at quarterback. Plus another $500,000 bonus for every win. So not only is he getting the guaranteed money, he's getting the incentives for him playing quarterback. but the thing is, over. Oh, really? I just saw that. Time for to put Matt Ryan at safety.
Man, y'all tripping, man. That's what I'm talking about. Man, come on. Y'all know the coach is gonna take full advantage of this.
Exactly. Oh, you want a hybrid contract? Okay, that's fine. I'm
gonna put your ass at
fullback. You gonna be the long snapper today.
Come on, bro.
Proven K would know. He said if a D lineman blocks as a fullback, he hybrid.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, like I said, it just leads to a lot. It just leads to a lot of confusion out here. And think about this. And I want y'all to think about this for a second. This dude is going to make more money as a guy that maybe plays 25 to 30 snaps a game than almost 85% of the players in the league. Think about that.
Yeah, that's why I say this is a dangerous contract, bro. I do not like it. It's just
think about that.
I think it's actually worse than the quarterback making, $50 million. I don't like this at all because it just gives the coaches way too much power, and they already got power, and you give them even more. Come on, bro. It's silly, bro.
Bro, yeah, like that. Like, who's gonna start punting the ball now?
And he's gonna start asking for a hybrid contract. Like, come on, bro.
Like, shit, I do kick. I'm a kickoff specialist. I kick field goals. I'm a punt. Hell, I'm about to say, shoot, let me be a gunner in the punt formation. Shit, But yeah, man, that looking at that, and then you have to think about it. He already had a contract extension before the draft to where it was 4 years and $140 million. But the whole contract was voidable, which means ain't none of that shit was guaranteed. So, bro, they experimented.
They just experimented with contracts, and like I said, as a player, it's just terrible for players who's not Taysom Hill. It's a terrible contract for players who's not as good as him. Just bad, because they already making.
He may not as good as him. There's majority players that are better than him.
Yeah, it's just not. I don't like this. This is just a dumb contract. They really up there experimenting with contracts.
This brings up a good point. Millie Millie said, does that affect all the scrambler quarterbacks coming out, especially the undrafted free agents? Remember what they said about Lamar?
That he's supposed to be wide receiver and quarterback.
But that's if he plays the other positions. Boy, Cordell Stewart would have got a hell of a contract today's game.
Yeah.
They called him.
Saying?
But the thing about it is Taysom Hill only fits that Saints scheme. That's really what it comes down to. So this is really just a organizational friendly deal because he fits what that scheme is. If you put him in another team, is he any good?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's
right.
a good.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Atlanta Nation said, I hope this doesn't become a trend. You right about it, like I said. And you know how the NFL is a copycat league. New drop here said all this did was give agents more bullshit excuses to mess up signing players in the future. Agents don't care about it. Yeah, they want their percentages. That's all they care about. And that's what free agency is. Free agency is over. Basically, you're overpaying for players regardless. The more you overpay for them, the more the agents get paid. But let's go ahead and kind of hit the Q&A portion of the show. Let y'all go ahead and ask y'all questions here and there about anything. Let's see what y'all got.
What up, Jarvis?
Q&A. So this is y'all portion of the show. Y'all go ahead and ask your questions. Jarvis, what's going on, man? And if I don't see too many questions, we can go ahead and close it out. But like I said, we're gonna be on here for another about 5 minutes. Y'all better bring some questions. But while we waiting on questions, we go get into some of these comments here. Like I said, prove it here. Say, yeah, the coaches get to decide what position you are that day.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I saw one up here earlier. Somebody was stupid. They were talking about Devon said, put Matt Ryan at corner and cut Fabian's sorry ass.
Nah, I'm good on that one.
Yeah, nah, boy. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good on that. Matt is not Sleeterfoot. I don't want him nowhere near another wide receiver.
Exactly. We got a question here. King Quest said, why do people think Frank Darby is going to be the savior of the receiving corps? I think they're just looking for somebody to do something. That's really what it comes down to.
Because ain't nobody doing jack crap. So
exactly.
I think looking for somebody to do something at some point.
Right.
Hey, he can't be any worse than what we've seen. So I'm
exactly. We got Blackheart here. He said, honestly, how do you feel about next year with so many players becoming free agents and a better cap situation? Yeah, because looking at the dead cap situation for next season, the only person we got to worry about really dead cap wise is Julio Jones. I mean that's kind of what happens when you had a cap strap team to where you have a lot of these 1-year contracts and guys are up. It just come down to it. Hey. And then think about it like this. This will actually be the first official off season to where Terry Fontenot can actually do something.
Look, this team is going to be a lot easier to field and get more depth because the offense is not as taxing as far as like the position needs. Like in this offense, like all you need to do is like get a couple quality tight ends, 2 or 3 quality receivers, maybe 4 receivers. But in Dirk Cutter's scheme, like you needed to have receivers on deck almost. You had to be at least 6 to 8 deep in Dirk Cutter's scheme because that's what he does. He just wants to pass the ball. So like now you can use those positions to get running backs, to get offensive linemen, to get more defensive linemen. And Dean P's system, he wants defensive linemen and you know linebackers that he can kind of move around. So this team is a little bit more suitable for depth, depending on because the scheme that we run.
Right. And Jarvis Williams said, with many blowouts this season, do you think the air raid game will become the new trend in the NFL? I think the air raid game already been here, but when them playoffs come, that air raid don't mean shit.
It's all about
air raid is a regular season thing. When them playoff times come, them defenses already know. Yeah, Millie Mills. Yeah, I saw my boy Desmond Ritter. I think the Falcons could kiss that one goodbye. You just say that because I told you so. I told you so. But I ain't gonna say I can't say that because we don't know how he'll be in the NFL. Because he could do good in college, but we don't know how he is in the NFL. And we always say every player is system based, so it depends on who he gets drafted by. But let's see. We got George Kstylzz says the free agents should net us a bunch of comp picks, especially if CP gets a big offer. It could be a third or even second for him. Could quicken the rebuild. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the main problem. The main problem we had to deal with this year was, like I said, you had no money. Remember, Debo restructured twice this offseason. Matt Ryan restructured this offseason. They had to trade Julio Jones just to sign a draft class. So, yeah, we were strapped. So, basically, you're just seeing the great value version of what Terry Fontenot had to shop great value products this offseason. So, you give him a chance to actually being able to work a little bit of money. We can see what he can do.
Okay, so the Falcons will potentially get 2 compensatory picks for Alex Mack and Keon O'Neal. Yeah. I added for Justin McCreary, a 7th round pick for him. I think that's it. Yeah, so they have potentially 3 compensatory picks coming in this coming up the 2022 draft. So the Falcons, and plus the 2 or 3, I forget what the Julio Jones picks were, but yeah, they could be loaded in 2022. So this is the reason why we just saying, like, we just got to be patient. We're getting a little bit of money. You're going to get players that fit your scheme, and they're going to add younger guys, okay? Right. This is what I was saying earlier today. It's like, it's not technically a rebuild, but they've already started the rebuild process, all right? A lot of TDs and Dan Quinn guys are gone. These guys are no longer on his team. A lot of the starters are no longer on his team. All right, and the guys that are here are still young, or they are Grady Jarrett, Deion, and Foyer. They're great players. So a lot of these guys are already gone, man. All right, the offensive line, like I said, with the offensive line, those guys are still under 26. They still under 26. Jake Matthews is the oldest guy, and I think he's like 28, 29, if not older than
About
that.
7. Yeah, I think he about close. Yeah, I know he's close to 30s, but
I know
about
he's close.
29, 30.
Oh, this is still a young team, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about it is you got to get young pieces that are actually good. There's a difference. But
let me get this real quick.
go ahead.
The compensatory pick is basically whenever you have a starter, a guy, not so much a starter, but guys who saw significant playing time. Starting Justin McCurry, I think he played a few games. He played a few games where he was on the special teams unit, and he started a couple of games also and filled in throughout the year. So he did get a certain amount of snaps. So based on how many snaps you get throughout the year, you get a third or fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Just it's all based on how many snaps that you receive during the season, and going into a free agency, the team end up getting those picks based on their the snap that they receive. So I believe I don't know which one. It hasn't been announced yet, but I do know that we're getting compensatory picks for Keanu Neal and Alex Mack, Justin McCreary. So we're getting 3, just don't know how many. And they're based on how many snaps they also get with their team. So Alex Mack is a starter, so we can get potentially a third to fourth round pick for Alex Mack because he's a starter in San Francisco. As far as Keanu Neal, I'm not sure if he's a starter. I think he is. So we could see at least the 4th rounder for Keanu Neal also.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a whole lot of different things that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kind of getting back to it. Millie Mills was saying, he said something about a Khalil Mack trade or a Chandler Jones pickup in the offseason. Is it possible or no? I don't think they'll go down that route. Because the thing is, we look at both of those picks. We look at both of those guys, and both of those guys are killer. They kill us. They kill it. The issue is, are they going to fit in with what BMP's trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
See, we have to look at that. Now, you see what happened with Dante Fowler. Like I said, Dante Fowler had almost a 12-sack season in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to remember the people that was around him. You had Aaron Donald. You had Michael Brockers. You had Ndamukong Suh. You had a lot of these guys. So the expectation is, come in here, you could be that 11-sack guy. But he doesn't fit into the system here as far as being the guy to get those type of sacks. So even if you do get a Khalil Mack or Chandler Jones, you still got to put guys, you still got to have a defensive line that's going to help open things up for him. Khalil Mack ain't getting any younger. Chandler Jones ain't getting any younger.
Chandler is about 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. So even if you do pick these guys up in the offseason, you still gotta have some defensive. You still gotta have some stalwart guys on that defensive line that can help them be game wreckers.
Mm-hmm. So don't get your hopes up. All right, I don't like getting people hopes up for stuff that I know is sure in hell we got maybe a 1% chance of happening. They're not getting rid of Khalil Mack. Let's just be real. He's out for a season with a foot injury, but they not getting rid of Khalil Mack. I mean, they're not getting. Why would you? These guys are sack masters. Like why would you get rid of them?
Right.
Let's just be real. Why?
And then Bobby Correa said Chandler Jones played for Dean Pease when he was in New England. I don't think a lot of people remember that Chandler Jones. Remember that defensive line they had in New England too.
Mm-hmm. I was a loaded D line though.
Mm-hmm. Do you see our D line play? Chandler Jones gonna get thrown to the sideline if he play for this defense right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just being honest.
And they not even like they gonna ask for at least a second round pick for those guys if they trade for them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for a team that's still looking for players, like it's just going backwards. It's going backwards. It's doing exactly what you did under Thomas. Well, not Thomas. Yeah, Thomas Dimitrov. When we got O.C. Human, that dude was like 30-something years old. He was on his last leg, and not saying that these guys can't still get after the rusher, but at max, we probably got what 3 good years for both guys. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
You see what happened to J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt can't stay on the field.
J.J. Watt
can't stay on the field. He always hurt.
J.J. Watt ain't had a full healthy season in almost 6 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
About 5-6 seasons.
Yep, that's why they traded Von Miller too. He can't stay on the field. Von Miller hurt.
Right. So, like I said, that's a lot of tread on them tires right there, man. Eventually, you gonna have to get some new tires.
Right. Just go with God. Go with younger guys who can give you at least 5 sacks apiece. Me and Kstylzz, we talk about that all the time. Get guys that can give you 5 sacks apiece instead of looking for one guy that can get you 10.
Yeah, because if he gets double team and you ain't got nobody else that can get sacked.
Uh-huh.
And look, as the Rams in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Aaron Donald damn near had 20 sacks that season. Went to the Super Bowl, they triple teamed his ass. They couldn't get no pressure.
None.
So yeah. But Tony right here has something here. I want to get this other one afterward, but I want to hit this one first. He was like, the Falcons may want to play Drew Dahlman because Hennessy cannot play the NFL at this level.
I don't believe that. You got to give guys time, bro. He's literally had less than 1 season. How many offensive linemen that you guys know that get it after 1 season? He's literally has not like this. Like, this is the thing. We live in a microwave society. We want everything fast, quick, in a hurry. That's not how it works. You don't get it. You may have an Alex Mack that come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's pretty much it. This dude, hell no.
I'm gonna make this the last comment of the night. So would you take being Vontaze Burfict on the proven deal? Shit. Remember we was talking about you need some kind of goddamn maulers and some kind of goons back there. I'll take it. Fuck it. You got nothing to lose now. I'll take it. Shoot.
I mean, I don't look.
Get you some goons back there.
Goons are only good when you're a playoff team. Like, I don't want no motherfuckers like when we up here losing. Then you just look stupid. You just start fighting for no reason. It's the Mike Tyson. You watching the Mike Tyson in the later stage.
Exactly. But that's it like I like Vontaze Burfict, but like you said, I think just sometimes like this dude just get penalties for no goddamn reason at all. That's his problem. He just get penalties for no reason.
He don't even know why. He's just out there just hitting folks for that. Nah, we already having trouble
Yeah,
with penalties as it is. We don't need no more.
exactly. But yeah, but let's go ahead. We're gonna wind it down for the night. We definitely appreciate people tuning in. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all continue to support everybody, Atlanta Falcon Nation. Support your boy 6-man Kstylzz, man. Like I said, y'all also definitely make sure y'all leave y'all questions under these videos. This is what we talk about. Hey, we started off the video. I was actually gonna make a video on the first topic we talked about, and we ended up doing it on the live show. So y'all kind of got what I was gonna say. But
your comments and your questions are a part of our shows and our videos.
Exactly. I get back into the whole video because I'm so, like I said, I see my boy Cam Reddish. Like I said, my boy Cam Reddish. I'm proud about that one right there. I was one of the few guys that didn't give up on him. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, y'all just continue to support. Like I said, everybody. Like I said, leave questions. Hey, thumbs. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all probably done already thumbs up the damn video, but shit, let your dog's YouTube channel thumbs up the video for them. Get that subscriber count up. That's what we're looking for because AFN's almost at 2K. Trying to get to 600. Still 89 away from that. It hasn't got stale. We gotta get back in the game when it comes to it. But at the end of the day, be sure to tune in for the heavy hitters tomorrow. We will be talking about the upcoming game and what the hell needs to happen.
You got that
right. So, hey, what you got for him, Mike? What's be your final take for the night?
As you guys can probably see, we made a few changes with AFN. We're gonna have a couple more shows, but for the most part, I forgot the name of the shows. We're gonna have Noah for the most part and Red Clay Sports Show. Those are gonna be on AFN. So this is why we need you guys to subscribe to AFN. We're gonna have exclusive shows on AFN in itself, as well as we're gonna have people. You know, we could be auditioning you guys to be a part of AFN. All right, this is why we have Friday Night Madness. Whenever we have people on the show, of course, you guys know if you want to have an opportunity, hit up Miss Maggie or one of us, and we go from there. But like this is what we're trying to do. AFN is going to be a place where we have a lot of exclusive shows, and hell, you never know, you could be that person.
Oh yeah, and like I said, if y'all want to do y'all fan reaction videos, send them to AFN.
Videos, send that to Miss Maggie or myself, and we would definitely, we'll put that on the channel as well. We got a lot of things that you want to do.
Right, and so as we say here at AFN. We ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here.
Deuces. The chicken grease, baby.